Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you an achievement guide slash walkthrough for Gangsta Paradise. This game was developed and published by Prison Games and released on March 18th, 2021 for a price of $6.99. Now, disclaimer at the beginning of this video, I'm not going to show you how to beat every single level. I'm actually going to show you how to beat the final level in the game, which should help you 3-star and knock out every, level in the game. Now, at the time of recording this, please note that there is one glitched achievement, but the developer has confirmed that this achievement is patched and just pending a current update. So you can get the full 1000 for this game. We're just waiting for that patch to, roll through process. So for all the achievements in the game, they're pretty straightforward. You basically just need to upgrade every single thing in the game, complete all 4 chapters, and then get a 3-star rating on every single level in the game, and then get X amount of headsets, get 100% accuracy in a level, 100% headshots in a level, and, just fully beat the game and get 7,500 kills, which I still need to do myself. So I'm quickly going to start off with showing you how to do the accuracy levels here. So it's really simple. The gameplay mechanics are very straightforward. You move up and down with your left stick and hit A to shoot a bullet. So for the headshots, it's really easy to do on level 1. You're just going to have these basic guys come up, and all you're going to do is shoot them in the head. So move the blue line to hit them in the head. You're going to have about 10 different guys come up, and then that'll be the end of the level, and you'll get the 100% accuracy, and that should knock out all the other achievements. Now, as you progress in the game, some things to note. When you see enemies holding objects like these little metal pipes, those actually block bullets and cause you to do less damage. So you will not be able to really be as efficient, as well as the game doesn't do a great job at explaining that you can buy your upgraded weapon items immediately. So as we're going in here on the very final level, we're going to get 3 stars here. The way you get 3 stars is you cannot let a single enemy do any damage to your base. So as you can see, I'm letting them hit here, so this is actually going to stop me from getting 3 stars. Now, other things to note while you are playing, just simply holding down the trigger actually will keep your gun constantly firing. Now, as you can see, I'm going to continue to take damage here, but the moment I can upgrade my gun and get that 50 points, I'm going to go for that. Now, all these basic first level guys that you're going to encounter are all very simple and straightforward to kill. You can kill almost every enemy in this game with a single shot or one burst of your gun. Now, these little wrench guys here, you're not going to really be able to knock out as easily, but one kind of little clip load does it. Now, what you're going to want to pay attention to and worry about is your money when you're managing in the game. Pay attention to the money you have down below, and then in between these little kind of gaps, pay attention to the bullets you have in your gun and that clip at the very top of your screen. You want to make sure you maximize your time and do your reloads in between waves. The reason you want to do these in between waves is it's going to save you a little bit of time, and as you buy the bigger guns like the shotgun or the minigun or the Tommy guns, for example, it takes a lot longer to reload your gun, so it's not as quick, and it makes it a lot harder. Now, there's also the upgrade aspect of this game, so if you do find yourself at a point where you still need like 60 or 70,000 gold to max out your next upgrades, don't worry, you can actually just replay this final level over and over, and just for killing the final guy, you get a 10,000 gold bonus. Now, as you spend the gold while playing in the levels, you're not actually losing that gold out of your progression. It's just having you spend the gold on upgrades in the level you're in. So constantly make sure you're upgrading your guns as you proceed through the levels. Now, I'm intentionally, if you noticed on the level select, I left one of my levels not 3-starred. I'm simply doing that just in case there's any weird hiccups causing any kind of save issues with the new achievement when it does get patched with the coming update. But I know Dream ran through, knocked all these out. It's super easy to 3-star every level. I think just in my initial run of all 40 levels, I only had to go back and redo 3 of them, and that includes, the one that I'm still waiting to do. I think I 3-starred this final level immediately, because once you kind of understand the pattern and learn how to do your gun upgrades, it makes your life just a lot simpler. Now, a couple other things to note too when it comes to buying upgrades in the in-game store, I would not necessarily prioritize doing the wall at all and like upgrading your barrier, because if you're going to be going for those 3 stars, you don't care about that being damaged, because any damage causes you to fail those 3 stars. Upgrade your guns right away, and upgrade them straight to the max, and then proceed to the next one. I think I did the entire like first 2 chapters out of the 4, not even getting beyond the pistol, because I just didn't quite understand how the gun upgrade mechanics worked in this game, and it was a little hard to kind of figure out to begin with, because I don't think the game does a super great job at explaining it. Now, as you can start to see, the various enemies do change. This is pretty much all the enemies you're going to meet in the entire game. The only difference is there will be one final boss. It's like a giant form version of one of the already existing enemies. But now, outside of that, none of these guys are going to be super hard, and especially when you get into this final level of the game, each enemy is represented just one time. And a good way to kind of focus and see how you're doing is if you look at that little day track bar up top of your screen. When you see that move, like you're about to see here, that lets you know that there's a new set of enemies coming. It doesn't always move a lot, it can be very slightly, but it is kind of how the track goes. Now, with your little blue line here, like I said, make sure you're not aiming it at any of their kind of items, because it's going to reduce your damage, and there's going to be some levels where you might get close and you need to be careful not to have that damage reduced. The shield guys, for example, that hold these little riot shield guys can block and deflect a lot of your damage, or these chainsaw wielding guys that you'll see here in just a few moments that'll be coming up. There are some enemies that they don't need to walk all the way to you to damage. These little guys here with the helmets holding the little dynamite, they only have to walk about halfway up, and then they do their attack. So you need to make sure you know which enemies you need to hit right away. Now, you can also attack enemies before they fully walk out on the screen. As you can see, I can see the little hands going, so I can adjust where I'm aiming and really put full focus there. Now, I think honestly the best gun in the game is probably the shotgun. What's nice is it shoots, reload, so you don't really have to have too much downtime. Outside of that though, this is pretty much going to help get you through this entire game. If you guys do have any questions or stuck on any levels, really want to know how to get past it, as always, let us know down in the comments. I will be happy to help answer any questions. Outside of that though, if you want, feel free to watch the rest of the video just to see how this final wave ends out and how to kind of take out the blast guys. I'll do a quick showing of what all you need to upgrade. Some of the later upgrades will get to where they cost you quite a bit of gold, but don't worry, you're going to make tons of gold. We'll probably make somewhere around 20 to 30,000 just beating this level. And as you can see back in the load screen, I was sitting already over 100,000 just before we even started this, so it doesn't make it too hard. Now, another thing to also note that a lot of things that didn't really come into interaction is you do have a hand grenade. That little left trigger button, you can throw it. I'll show you here on the final boss when he walks out, because I'll probably need to reload, and this minigun reloads extremely slow. It is insane how slow this gun loads. But as you can see, this will be the final guy. All you have to do is kill him, but you do have this little hand grenade, so you can just hit left trigger, and then it goes on a cooldown. It kind of just stuns them. I don't really think I used it, but maybe one time in my entire experience playing the game, because it didn't really come in handy too much. But outside of that though, if you guys do follow all these steps, this should help lead you to the full 1000. This game will take you anywhere from 5 to 6 hours. It is not going to be a super quick completion, but it is a very easy completion nonetheless. You'll have to upgrade all the guns, upgrade all the defenses, and then you'll just be kind of sitting on a nice idle 1000 gamer score. Outside of that, if you guys did find this guide helpful, as always, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll catch you guys next time.